I welcome all of you to my second video on YouTube, and I'm super happy that you decided to watch my second video. Okay, I think you guys really have to get to know me and my really weird sense of humor. Alright, I hope all of you are fine. I hope you're doing well during this lockdown and using your time efficiently. Probably some of you also gained as much weight as I did because I just try out new recipes and I keep on cooking, and the lockdown has definitely affected my body weight, but I think that's just part of it somehow. Alright, so let's not drag this intro for too long and dive into the story. Many of you asked me where, how and why did your crazy addiction for traveling to our beautiful country, India, actually started from. I hope this sentence was correct because it was so long. I just want to dive a bit into this question and give you some information. You know, it sounds like as if I'm giving a presentation here in university. Well, so I want to share some pictures, I want to share some impressions, some experiences, some photos, and just share a bit more of my trips with you so that you guys can imagine. Everything started in 2017 and my lovely dear friend Latoya got invited for a wedding in Kerala from her friend Aparna, and it so happened that she also asked me whether I would want to join. It was always my biggest dream to travel to India, always. For me that was something really big, and I was so nervous and excited and just full of happiness when we started planning our trip. So we planned everything, we set off to India, we attended the wedding, and we traveled a bit to many different places. To India 2017 closed. We came back to Germany, we had an awesome time, we had such a unique time, guys. You can't imagine how it felt like the time the plane landed and I would just go out of the plane and realize I'm right now in Bombay airport. I'm in Bombay. And sorry, I don't want to go too deep into this topic, I know, because otherwise it's gonna just drag my video and delay all the other information and so on. But so the second I got out of the plane and I stepped out of the airport, actually, I realized it's so hot. The climate was very humid because we actually came during monsoon time, which is probably not the best time to travel, but we were so lucky that there was actually no rain until 14th or 15th of August as far as I remember, and we had a beautiful trip. But again, if you want to know more about this, I gonna make a separate video because otherwise I just gonna keep on talking. We came back and I decided, hey, why don't we just go to India again? And just out of fun, actually, I looked up flight prices and I thought, probably we can plan a second trip. And you need to imagine that the first trip happened in August, and I literally thought of going to India again in December, so just a couple of months after our first trip basically. And on our first trip we also made friends, we made new friends, and these friends invited us for a wedding in Goa, which was also the reason why I checked the flight tickets after coming back. I found really cheap flight tickets. I sent a screenshot to Latoya and she was like, sure, let's do this. I was like, oh my god, it's so awesome. And yeah, we planned everything. We went to India again, we attended the wedding, we spent New Year's over there, we had a couple of road trips. Again, awesome stories. I also made a photo album, so if you're interested, I probably could share some impressions with you. And after that we came back in January 2018. As some of you probably know, I'm doing my Masters of Education, pursuing my master's degree right now, and that time I was in my bachelor's. Hopefully I gonna become a primary school teacher, and in our university it's obligatory to complete, I don't know, I think it was like 80 hours of internship. So we had a couple of internships that we would have to carry out, and this one was still left. And I remember that I would go, I think I went to the office and university and just asked, is it possible to do this internship abroad? And they confirmed it. They said, sure, that's no problem. And I got an idea and I thought, why don't I just do it in India? And imagine, that was in January. And the internship basically was supposed to take place in March. And I checked the flight tickets, and my birthday is in March, so that's why I got some money, so I could save some money. And yeah, I decided to go to India again and just carry out my internship in a couple of schools in Karnataka. That was a third trip. After that, I thought, why don't I just go to India for 1 year? Now comes also a topic that is, or a point that is really important to me, is that I always wanted to work with underprivileged children. That was my main aim. So some of you got this question of, why did you decide to go to India for 1 year? My answer is, my main aim was to work with underprivileged children. And I'm not saying it to, I don't know, to make people believe, she's such a good human being. I really feel that, like, this was always my dream. And I thought, I'm almost done with my bachelor's degree and I can actually take a break in between of 1 year and then just continue my master's after this year abroad. And it was just the best time for me to go to India. So I did this, and I applied for an organization in Germany which is called AFS, actually quite popular. And in this organization you can apply for a country, and you can also kind of prioritize your project. So basically the work you would like to do in that particular country. So just now mentioning, what I did is called a volunteer service. So it's a social service. I didn't get paid or anything. That was totally voluntarily. Again, if you want me to make another video about the entire organization stuff, how did it work, how did I apply there, if you're interested in that by any chance, let me know, because AFS is a quite popular organization all across the globe. So my batch contained of 60 people, and all of us went together to South India. So we also had preparation seminars. We got prepared for our year abroad. It was so informative, guys, you have no idea. I learned so much, but I don't want to go into depth. Otherwise, this is going somewhere else. We were spread all across South India. Some of my friends, or that time, just, other volunteers, they were placed in Pondicherry, some others were placed in Chennai, some others were placed in Bangalore, Mysore, everywhere in South, basically. Well, I don't want to say unfortunately, I got a project in the school which was not a specialized school for underprivileged children. But then I thought, well, this is the project that I got, this is my destiny, and it is also going to teach me something, because I'm going to gain more teaching experience for my future profession, and I can support the teachers over there, and I can still have a lovely time. And this is exactly what happened. I spent my year in Mysore. I think all of you probably already know that. Most of you, not all of you, most of you probably already know that. Just to quickly answer the question of, did I make bad experiences? Yes, I can tell that, yes, I did. I made a lot of good experiences. I had an unforgettable time, and on the other hand, I also faced situations which were quite unpleasant, which didn't make me comfortable. So there's a lot to talk about, and I don't want to address this in the present video. So basically all of us had the same flight back to Germany after our volunteer service was over, and I thought, no, I want to stay. So I decided to travel to Dubai, and apply for a tourist visa and then come back to India, and that was basically my 5th time. I came back in August 2019 back to Germany. Well, the last time I've been to India so far was in January 2020 along with my mother, because I really wanted my parents to experience the culture and experience this country and kind of like see through my eyes and see where I've lived, the places I've visited. And my father unfortunately is pretty much scared of going by plane to such an extent that he would literally not even come near an airport. So he already made it quite clear that he will not enter a plane, especially not for such a long time, and unfortunately did not come along with me. But my mother is happily quite the opposite, and she was very excited and she enjoyed this trip so much. Maybe in future, I don't know if she would be ready for it. I could also think of addressing our last trip, actually the latest trip, in a video and ask my mother a bit what were her impressions and you know, and just interview. So I hope you got some more ideas of how our trips look like and just everything that has happened since 2017. And of course, I definitely gonna plan to come back to India. Unfortunately, I can't tell you guys when and how, and because of this corona crisis, everything basically at the moment is just really uncertain. We don't know what's gonna happen next. We don't know when they're gonna open the borders. And we don't know when any one of us can actually travel again, so I just hope it's gonna be soon, because I already feel, I don't know, I feel homesick. It might sound really awkward, but it's true. I feel so connected to India to such a level that I cannot be in Germany for one entire year. I can't. That might sound really crazy and insane to some of you, but this is just the truth. Trust me, I have to go to India at least once in a year to be happy. Alright, so I hope I didn't bore you with this video, and let me know in the comments. And there's definitely more waiting for you. You know, I'm just trying to get into YouTube. I'm just trying to get into sitting in front of the camera and recording yourself again and again and again and again. Because I don't know where are my thoughts, but I want to say so much, and then I keep on repeating stuff, and then I stumble over words, and trust me, it's not that easy how it usually looks like on a lot of YouTube channels, but I'm trying my best. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I wish you, all of you, a beautiful day. The sun is shining here in Germany, and thank you for your support. Thanks a lot. Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad Gallu. Shukriya. Thank you.